Welcome to Wigglesticks TV.
I got a second-hand nose cone off the good old gum trees. It's actually in really good structural condition with all the tabs and everything still intact. It's just been attacked with the rattle can a couple of times, I think. So I'm going to give it a bit of a test and see if I can get. I'm going to give it a bit of a test to see if I can get the rattle can off just with some paint thinner and some wax and grease remover. I did a little go on this side and it looks like it's working, so I'll just sit here for the next little bit and scrub away and see what paint I can get back to. Been making some progress on the fairings. The original matching side to this one I've started to sand back, so it used to look like the picture up there somewhere, and so I took all the stickers off it yesterday or whatever it was, last night, and started just to sand it back a little bit to see what the damage was underneath it. I thought this was all a sticker, but it's actually paint, so it's not too bad. I think I can fix it with a sticker, so I'm going to sand it, keep sanding it back and get it nice and smooth, and then run another piece of sticker material, probably, yeah, whatever makes sense, over here to bring back this line, and then I'm going to try and polish the top section up here to see if I can get it back. It's only with 800 grit sandpaper at the moment, so I'll go back with 2000 or something and see how we go. There's a sticker that goes here anyway, and then just try to see how it comes up, and then potentially look at doing some vinyl over the top of there. There's a couple of stickers and stuff that come across here anyway, and I'm going to do, this is a 98 fairing, the same as my other one, but the silver and black one versus the silver, black and red, which I have. The nose cone that I started to do, it's going to be a hell of a lot of work to get all this paint off there. It will eventually come off, but it's red. It's a red 98 or 97 one, I think. But I ended up finding another one that I ordered that I can just pretty much bolt straight on. It's of a 600, but I can change the graphics. It's only got a couple of stickers that come down here, which I'm going to change anyway, so it'll be some sort of hybrid fairing thing, but I just want it to look a bit nicer than what this one, with all the paint cracking and stuff on it. So I'll change the stickers so it doesn't say fuel injection, and yeah, see how I can get, this is all paint now, so I'm pretty sure I can probably have a go at getting the scratches and stuff out of this one and give it a repolish and see how it goes. Yeah, but the stickers on the right hand side are much better than the other panel, so we'll see what we can save. One of the other things I've got is the front stay bracket. This light's a bit harsh. Yeah, the other thing I've got is this front bracket. I'm going to take this and get powder coated, because I know on my other one I see this piece where the cable rubs all the time and it's a bit annoying, so just my OCD. So I'm going to take it, get it stripped, powder coated, and then it'll be a nice bracket to be able to mount the headlight and everything back on. So I'll get cracking on doing that shortly. Well, after a lot of scrubbing, I managed to get that other fairing. No, only joking. This is the other fairing I ordered just after seeing it not too far away from me. It turned up today. It's from a 600, but it's in much better condition. I'm going to change the graphics here around because I've got a bit of a custom idea for that, but the paint and everything is just so much less work than the other one. It actually came with that little piece on the bottom, and it's in really good shape on the inside. It even has the warning label. So yeah, so I'll just continue kind of cleaning it up and getting the tape marks off the side there. The only little, so it's pretty nice on that side. It's just on the other side, it's got a little bit of gravel rash on there where it must have went down or something at some point, but it's fine for my purposes. So I'll just clean the glue and stuff off and probably drop the headlight in, and then hopefully the hopefully the mount itself will be back from the powder coaters shortly. So I've got this not so great condition mirror here. I just gave it a light sand with some 2000 grit sandpaper just to clean up the plastic a little bit, and now I'm going to hit it with a heat gun and see what happens. Really not sure if that's going to show up in the video or not, but it's quite a dramatic difference. It's gone from that very grey kind of plastic look back to this acceptable black plastic. So I'll let it dry. This is an original, I think I need to check the number on the back there, but I think this is an original mirror, so it's probably worth trying to restore the paint and stuff on the stem and everything now, because it's not in the best condition, but it's definitely passable, and this is just for roadworthy purposes anyway. Won't really matter if it goes, won't be on it when it goes on the track anyway. And fasteners from the inside of the mirrors, pretty corroded. So I've got some DOC solution mixed up, if you remember from one of the first episodes. So I'm just going to chuck the bolts in there, put the lid on, and leave them sit for a few hours and see what happens. Got all these mirrors all sanded back now. I'll give them a hit with the wax and grease remover in a sec, and then get a coat of paint on them. See what they end up looking like. I think they'll be definitely better than they did before. So hit these with the first coat of paint. Look a million times better. And they're never going to be perfect, but let them dry for, give them a couple more coats. The mirrors themselves, like the stalk part, came out quite nice. So just let the paint settle down, and then I'll give it another coat later on. One other thing that I managed to finish up with the bolts came out of the DOC. I had them sitting in WD-40 all night, just to reinforce the condition of them, but they came out quite nicely from what they were before. Should be all nice to bolt back into the mirrors once I've got it finished. Got the mirrors nice and dry now. It's been hardening for a couple of days, so let's pull off the masking and see what it looks like. This one, pretty nice, I think. So I think they both came up pretty well in the end, considering they were completely different colour actual mirror surfaces and stuff in the past. They are actually, they're not perfect, but they sort of match in colour, so just heating this up with the heat gun and stuff, and then repainting the bottom sections work quite well, so they'll be quite serviceable and will do the trick. Going to mount the headlight into the nose piece. headlight in there now, so it's another little piece of the puzzle. I have a screen, it's blue though, that I potentially will put in there because I have some other ones getting made at the moment, and they're still a couple of weeks away, so it'll just depend on when the bracket comes back from the powder coater, which should be this week, but as we're in the lovely state of Victoria, we've gone back down into lockdown again. So the joys of coronavirus. So we'll see how we go. I'll either put the blue one in, or I'll just wait and find out when my clear one comes back. I'll put a link in the description for the Australian place just in Melbourne that's making the screen, so yeah, won't be long. My fairing bracket is back from the powder coaters, so unwrap it and see what she looks like. Well, that came back pretty nicely. I think it was well worth doing, just for my OCD-ness. So at least now I can put the all the other fairing nose kind of parts on. So mount up the clocks and headlights, and it'll look a bit closer to a bike. After a little bit of a mission, I've got all the mounts on there now, so all the clock and everything is mounted, the fuse box is mounted on here. Yeah, so I'll just get now and get the head unit and connect it all up. Well, we have a front end. A bit of messing around. It's a little fiddly job, and as I had some of the cables and everything incorrectly routed in there. Just got my temporary screen in there at the moment, just to give it a little bit of form and shape, but it's starting to look like a much more complete motorcycle now. Put a little bit of side paneling action on there. It's yeah, starting to get there. We'll get the colours and everything all matched up together, and yeah, progress little bit by little bit. So it's probably that'll do for this episode. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully we'll start this engine up maybe in the next video. Thanks. See ya.